Hello and welcome back to the Super Heavyweight YouTube channel, where in today's episode we will continue in the PES 2021 Fulham Master League, which is being played in the difficult mode of Superstar. And today we play Leeds United. So Bielsa Bull against Fulham, the two teams that were promoted along with West Bromwich Albion. So it's a big 6 pointer this one. And of course, just a quick recap: we managed to beat Leicester City 1-0. To be honest, it was a tough game. They played really well, had some really good chances, but we managed to hang on. And now we are in ninth position. So of course, if we win our next game, potentially we could go in seventh or sixth position or even higher than that. So we just have to see if other results go our way. Just before I start, I just wanted to see whether we can actually sign some players. So what I'm going to do is there's a few players that I'm interested in, and I'm looking more towards uh, Gabriel Magalhaes, Demiral, um, Rogani, or it's between Kimpembe, Christensen, and Zuma. So what I've done is I'm actually going to put a bid in first for Rogani, because if I can get Rogani, then that means I can possibly purchase um, um, Kimpembe. So Rogani's the one I'm going to go after. He's got a good impression of 40,000, so we don't really need to do anything. It's just a matter of whether we can negotiate a fee with Rennes. So I'm just going to bid for him first before anybody else. And I also want to go for and the reason I was looking to do Kimpembe was just simply because um, I just want to see whether the club would accept 27 million. I doubt it, so I'm just going to go straight in for. Actually, I'm going to see if we could go in for a slightly cheekier bid of 27. So let's just see what happens. Of course, he would welcome a club. I mean, 60,000 essentially. So but he is a player that if he plays he'll get to 84 quite easily, and of course he can play as a left back, so even if he's the only centre back that we sign at 31 million, because we've got 81. Zinchenko's another one that I really wanted, but if we can't get Rogani, then we'll go to either Magalhaes, Demiral, or Kier, um, or even someone like Samaru, who is at 7 million, or Musacchio. So we'll have a look. So I thought before I do anything, I'll just see if I can get Rogani at 26 years old. The others are 28 and 30 respectively. Kairos 24, but I just think he might be a bit too expensive for me. But we'll see. So we'll just see how it goes. So, and of course, I want Zinchenko as well. He's a player that I really, really want. Big fan of his actually. I think he's a really good football player as well. So he's got all the attributes, and the fact that he can play as a centre midfielder or a left midfielder as well just gives us a bit more options. So, of course, he's one that I'd like to probably put a bid in as well. So, of course, for £45,000 at a 5-year contract. So I just put a bid in for him just to see what happens, and we'll take it from there. So just those two for now, and then we can choose another centre back. So big match against Leeds. Just going to quickly check out the game plan. Of course, Lemina will come on for Loftus-Cheek, Isak on for Lutman. Of course, some of these players probably need a rest. Aina can now come back in for Rodak. And so we've got Robinson, Rodak, and of course we are looking to get rid of Cavallero as well. And I'm hoping that will bring in around £10 million as well. So very happy with the team. The boys are playing really well, and we'll just take it from there. Of course, Aina can also play as a left back. So if he was to move over 74, so gives us a bit more cover. But of course, maybe we might look to sell off someone like Brian or Robinson to bring in some extra funds. So look, a big game against Leeds United. Obviously, they got Rodrigo at 83, so we'll see what happens. So let's just get straight into it. I think this is going to be an exciting game, just the way Leeds play. But I'm quietly confident that we can do really well. Of course, we're sticking with the 5 at the back. Just the fact that it gives us Right, so that's something to do with the network features, not a problem because I'm just playing Master League against the computer. As I was saying, it's just a case of just making sure we don't lose.
A part of the world
So
where
as long as we
football
don't
really
lose,
matters. There is a
I'm
healthy
happy with
tension,
that.
great
But we are away
expectation
from
building
home.
in the lead
It's
up
gonna
to
be a tough
kick-off
game.
here. A little bit
Team's
grey
making a
overhead,
photo
and indeed
shoot.
the forecast is for
Taking
a
a photo
drop or
shoot, should I
two
say.
of rain as the day grows
And
older.
we're ready. I mean,
But
the
regardless of
camaraderie,
that, there is a lovely
the
backdrop here. The
togetherness,
ambience is good.
the fighting
Smashing
spirit
noise
that
from
the
both
team's
sets
been
of
showing.
supporters, and
Very
expectations
happy with
high
that. And
in both camps.
As an 11,
This place simply a
do
monument
have a
to
really
the game.
good team.
So much
Of
prestige,
course, they're
so much
going to be
pride, so
going at
much
us.
passion
Rafina's a new
whenever
signing that
football
they've
is
just gone
played
and got,
here.
so it'll be interesting to see
Well,
how
a
they
quick
get
look
on.
at
But
the
they're going to play
opposition,
such
and
good
results
football,
really
such
have not
fast
been
football
good
as
for
well.
them at all
We've
just
just got to
recently.
be very
They
careful.
haven't won goes for goal!
That's a great shot already. Don't want to give him too much space, but of course I'm
Again,
just mindful that I don't really want to
what a
jump in as
wonderful
well.
stop
This is
the
where
goalkeeper pulled off
we're going to
there.
have to see whether
Really wonderful.
we can actually... Oh, Hamza Chowdhury. Mitrovic.
Isak.
And
And here's Ozil.
Ozil. Ooh, tries to get
Well
that ball in
defended.
there.
That had to be
To
done.
Loftus-Cheek. Hector.
Let
Right.
down by a lack of accuracy.
Aina.
Fulham have made this tremendous start, Jim. What's the reason for it?
Probably the structure to this team.
Leeds are
Formations
looking
don't
really
win
good.
you games,
Just being
but
so
getting the
fast off
correct
the
one
block. But
to suit
again,
your players
as I said to you in
and
the
your
previous
team's
episode,
approach
if you
is
are
a big
looking
part
to
of it.
buy
And the
a
players,
really
for
good
me,
centre
are making this work
defensive
extremely
midfielder,
well.
you can't look any further than
Brian.
Hamza Chowdhury. I mean, he is
It's
immense.
Ozil.
Loftus-Cheek there into Mitrovic.
Cut out in the nick of time.
Just gets dispossessed, but just got to be careful here that we don't do anything stupid.
He's looked long this time.
Well, that's a great header.
The defence can get it clear.
Rodrigo looks solid, the Valencia player. He's a Spanish
There
international.
really wasn't very
so
much in that.
Of course,
Not far
we're
away
looking at
from being
Murillo as
a
a striker, possibly.
final
I just want
ball.
to get my defensive
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
I look to do anything. Also tries
That
to get that ball
intervention
in.
was
Been a
very
bit quiet
necessary.
in his last previous match. Of course, didn't play the FA Cup game.
Leeds
But I think
seek
teams
a
have
performance
realised that
here, which
we're going to go
reflects
for
rather
Ozil,
better on the
but
boss. He's taken
I'm
a fair
happy for
amount
them
of
to mark
criticism
him tightly
in the
because
wake of
then
the
that
last
means
game.
I think
the
it
other
was
players
quite
are
fair. The
gonna have the
criticism he
space around
received,
them,
he
which
was
is
blind to an obvious problem,
exactly what's
and he was
transpired.
far too
Loftus-Cheek
slow
is
in
getting
reacting
into
to
really
it.
good
He was never
positions.
going to get away with that.
Can Aina get the cross and not
Too
quite.
much on that, it's gone out.
Do we look to move on Aina as well? I'll have to have a look if some of the centre-backs can actually play as a right-back.
Harrison.
Dumfries.
Fulham still without an
Sacco.
attempt on target.
Of course, I'm just trying to get in at least 4 players.
And here's
We are
Rodrigo.
going to need another
Gets it
4
back.
good players.
Who's ball? Who's going to get there?
It's been a bit of a pinball
Cliff.
there. Just got to be
Straight
careful.
out
Leeds are
wide.
coming out as they're throwing players forward.
Going for goal!
Well, that was in actually. Just got to be careful. Don't want to get into their
Loftus-Cheek. Best
game
Ozil.
fast play and everything, because I know
That a
if we
foul?
do begin
Yes,
to
the referee's given it.
start matching them in that respect. That was never a foul, referee. Got in front of him, got the ball away. Actually, maybe not. It looked like we'd actually won the ball, but Hamza Chowdhury's done exceptionally well. Very happy with his performance. Hopefully his rating is going to go up. I said a very good friend of mine called Chowdhury as well, so glad I actually purchased him. Great header.
Managed to get it away.
Oh,
And it's
thought
been
there might be
taken
Mitrovic
straight
there.
back.
Of course, just looking for a good cheap striker as well. Obviously, I found Muriel, but he is 30 years old, so of course I know that's.
Forward it
I
goes.
like to go for a younger player.
And it's played forward.
Well read there by
Alioski positions himself well and cuts it out.
the Leeds defender.
Chowdhury.
But Isak is able to get an
There's it,
Ozil away.
Ozil. And here's Ozil.
I thought he just got past his
Ozil that's a frustrated figure right now.
marker.
He just cannot get
And
away.
He needs a minder,
We were
and
on
one of his
for it,
teammates
but
should be
that
picking
wasn't
up
quite
on that,
the-
and quickly.
That wasn't quite the case. And Anderson. He's been solid in that centre-back position.
And back to base.
Of course, we are looking at a few options. Do we bring on Kimpembe?
Heading towards half-time, and
possibly?
it is still scoreless.
Strength from the left-hand side. Let's keep going. Ooh,
Crunching tackle.
thought that was out.
No complaints about that challenge. Robust,
Okay,
but fair.
Saliba comes across. Ozil plays a
one
long
in.
ball there, and the keeper's come out.
That is as far
very
as they're going
impressed
to go.
with this game, to be honest. As I said, I love watching Leeds play. And you know what? To be honest, Mesut Ozil,
Now it's Rodrigo.
you know, they want superstars, and they want to go. It couldn't get any worse. Trying to crowd out the Leeds players, but again,
Plays it out to the
very
wing.
good on the ball. Even though their
Alioski
stats are
put into
such,
the middle.
it doesn't look like they're very good. But could you imagine if they had a 90
Brian.
rated player that they were able to work with? Good ball there to
Ozil.
He's got away from his man. He's able to get on the overlap. Can he put a good cross in, because he hasn't done so in the
And out to
previous
safety.
few occasions that he's managed to find himself in that
First
position.
45
But
minutes
the first half was gone so quick,
another team
0-0.
has broken through.
Just try and think, well, we won't try to chase the game.
Up to now.
It is a tough game, and if we do get away with a 0-0, I'll be happy with that.
Well, this has proved a very
there's no need
frustrating
to
day
panic.
so
Maybe
far,
in
especially
previous
for the
episodes I would
strikers.
have tried
Nothing has been
to
created
be
from. I
more
think the
aggressive
service
in
has
trying
been
to go for the
extremely
win,
poor.
but sometimes we have to accept that
After 45 minutes, it is still goalless.
draw is still a good
change
result.
Perhaps after half-time. So
Exactly.
we're already into the second period.
Very well played, our referee.
Alioski is the guilty party there.
Alioski's taking him out. But it was good play there by the youngster Isak. And I'm very happy that we've actually gone and purchased him, to be honest. Done really well. He's led the line really well. So what I'm going to look to do is possibly look to hit the ball in the box.
That's been lever clear.
Well headed there by Leeds. Again, they're on the attacks. We've got to be very
Phillips.
careful. Calvin Phillips has been a
Kebano.
revelation. Rafinha
Tries
with
to
a
get it
great
forward
ball.
quickly.
And a great header there by
Away from
Anderson.
immediate danger.
Couldn't quite find his man, but at the end they were able to get back into position and go again.
Kebano.
Well, Cabano's our ex-player, so hopefully
Phillips.
he doesn't come back to...
And here's Rodrigo.
We've got to be very careful. Rodrigo! I mean, he did really well to hold up Anderson.
I think
Steve was
he
coming
deserves
to
credit
try and
for getting something away, given that he had
support
to
him.
contend with
That's why I like playing
a
the
double
three,
dose of closing
because
down.
of course it just means that we have more protection, and we are playing on the difficulty mode superstar, which I keep alluding to, which isn't easy. It's a lot easier than legend mode, I can assure you that. I played a few matches just
Fulham
off recording.
produced one of the headline
was very
results of the last
difficult,
round
so
of
I'm glad I'm
games.
playing
A
Superstar,
really
to be honest.
notable win.
It's a lot harder this year.
Cliff.
Because when I was playing PES 2020, I actually thought that I'd play a lot more on legend mode, but a bit of a shock to the system.
Alioski.
And, the ego got hurt as well, but we'll stick to
Kebano.
superstar mode. You can't win them all. Good play there by Leeds, though.
Lovely
Rafinha.
bit of skill.
It's a very good player.
Kebano plays it out to the flank.
Of course, we sold Cabano as well, so I'm just hoping he doesn't come back and
Looks to
bang in a
set
couple
one
of
up.
goals. But again, well cleared out. Just got to
throw in.
see this passage of play, because of course Leeds are doing really well.
Brian, looks a
Oh,
foul.
referee!
Referee's
We did
given
really
it.
well there. Mesut Ozil
Ref's been
pleading.
lenient here.
Well, that was a bit
He'll
harsh.
get too many more chances.
The ex-player Cabano. So muscled him out there. I actually thought that was really good defending. Hector and Brian, but not quite. And we just have to make do. And of course, just make sure we can see this out. And that's
And
a
that has
great
been
header.
cleared.
We're on the attack with Isak. He's given the ball away, to be honest.
Well, it's a
Again,
crossing
Leeds are
feast
really,
here, but I'd advise them
in the
to keep a
ascendancy.
variety in their play to avoid being found out and stopped.
Yeah, nobody's going to argue with that.
Great header again.
Fence has got rid of that.
Ozil. able
Well, I
to
don't think
just,
it was the wisest
control the
option,
play
Peter,
down.
once he got into that position. It's not as if
Cheek.
he didn't have people nearby.
Also carries on running.
Brian drives it forward.
Cooper's cleared it out for a throw, and at least we're up the pitch. Do we make a substitution? I don't think we need to do anything drastic. Also gets that cross in, and Mitrovic out of nowhere.
Looking to get there first. And in for the
And
follow-up.
Mitrovic has scored. What a goal!
He scores!
Mesut Ozil with a
Just
wonderful
to pick
cross.
me
I mean,
up
just
the
shows his
whole
class.
game needs.
Of course, Mitrovic is just a goal scorer, really. Probably doesn't get involved in as much
The keeper deserves
of
some
the
sympathy
players I would
there.
like
He
him
may
to.
not
But
have
listen, when
seen
he
that
scores
until
goals at
too
vital
late.
times, I mean, Leeds have pretty much had all the game, and we've managed to just get. I mean, first we gets a header, great save by the keeper. Isak latches onto it, and a great pass. But that's an even better finish. I mean, that's not an easy finish, and we've managed to score the goal. And that's a great finish in there. And of course, I mean, look, we've been just defending for our lives, and we've managed to just hang in there. Of course, what we don't want to do is give this away now.
Into the
We
lead.
just need to keep
The
going.
perfect display, and the old saying comes to mind:
Hopefully we can
when
see
the
this
going
result
gets
out,
tough,
and again another
etc.
win. Build our confidence up. Hopefully we can then get some idea of who we
Phillips.
can purchase and
Your
start
impression
making
so
some
far,
moves.
Jim?
There's a lot of football
course, we
still
need
to
to try
be
and sign
played,
at least
Peter,
4
so
players.
ideally they need to maintain
We have
an
to get
attacking
the
endeavour.
transfers absolutely nailed
Brian
on.
demonstrating fabulous determination. He just
He was
will
able
not
to
be
just
beaten.
bring out the ball there. Of course, very athletic.
Gets wrestled off the ball.
Alioski wins the ball back.
Alioski going full tilt down the left.
And he's hounded out. Ozil tries to play that reverse ball
Hoists
in
it forward. Ailing. Ailing
but he
plays
couldn't
it
find
forward.
him. And again, the players are just hounding
Good
everybody
challenge.
out.
He just stood firm.
Just got to keep working. Oh, he's managed to win the ball back there, Rafinha. Even Ozil's
75 minutes
putting in the
played.
work.
Hardly anything between the
I
sides.
prefer for him to
And
be
it's 1-0.
in that position, but again, an extra body in there.
And it's
We've got
Rodrigo.
to be careful. Rodrigo straight out the keeper.
Should have been the equaliser.
Let's see if we can
that
make
could
a
prove a
substitute.
pivotal moment in this match. They needed that
Who
goal
could we
badly, you know.
possibly bring on? I'm actually thinking about taking O'Brien off and possibly just see if Ream can actually go in there as a left back. He's 70. What would Lamarchin be? 72. So I'm going to stick him in there just to offer a bit more protection. And I'm going to put Loftus. Now I'm going to keep Loftus-Cheek as a centre midfielder. Ozil can come back and help. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take Isak off, and I'm going to look to play. I'm actually going to play. Now I'm going to play. Give Kamara the opportunity. Can any of these players a second striker? Yeah, we're going to play him as a second striker, so maybe he can just drop deep and to get things out. To get the ball out there to Aina. Clears it out, and we managed to
Has
get the
gone
substitute
out.
on. So that could be a big substitution here.
So now we're going to
with
get those
Kamara
changes we have been
and
expecting.
Marchand
Yeah,
to
it's
give us
pretty
a bit
obvious
more
as to who was going to be taken off.
defensive
His energy
stability,
levels began to
of course, a bit more
sag,
pace.
and he was never going to
Up there,
last
so
until the
Ozil.
final whistle.
Good idea,
ball
just
in there,
poorly
not
executed.
Well cut out there by Leeds.
Cabano. Just ruffled a few feathers,
Oh,
but well
give the
dealt
ball away
with.
there, Loftus-Cheek. But we managed to get into a good position. Luke Ayling again, very impressed with him.
Loose.
Just clear it out, to be honest, and just get our position again. Mitrovic again, closing down from the front.
Phillips.
To try and keep working
Fulham
the ball.
are clinging on for the
Make
points here,
Leeds
right
try
at
and
the
play
end.
the extra pass. They worked it really well. Can we get onto him?
Lovely bit of skill there.
Oh, that's great defending. Again, just clear it out there. Can't really get it out too far.
It is now or never. Time is against them.
It's a big one now, everybody. Let's just
Flick.
hope we can see this out,
Out
because
towards
it'll
the
be
flank.
another famous win.
Chowdhury
And comes
battles to win it
Chowdhury
back.
again.
Leeds have a simple task
get it
to
out.
find something sustained
Oh,
now
that's a
and keep
great
the
ball
pressure
there
on.
to Kamara. The keeper's coming out as well.
And it's played forward.
Oh, not quite.
It's out for
But,
a goal kick.
We did bring him on for that pace.
And
Who's got the
referee's
yellow
pulled
card?
play back
It's
and has booked him for
Aina
the original offence.
for a challenge, which I don't remember, but I'm sure I did take someone out. Again, that wasn't really much of a bad foul, but this is a
There is some activity
big
down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
last
Well, the
minute or
referee's
so.
seen the board and he's going to allow a double change to go ahead now.
Yes!
And time
What
is
a victory.
Up. What a
1-0
game.
again against
End to end,
Leeds.
It flew by, and in the end,
Again, I think
it all came
the
down
two
to
games
just
that we
the odd
played
goal.
probably
Well, this game looked to have 0-0 written all over it, but credit to them.
the
They
result
upped their
hasn't
game in the
really
end,
reflected
and I thought they got what they deserved.
how we've performed. I think
Well,
we've
that's
got
the lot
away
for
with
now. Thanks to
a
you, Jim,
few
and goodbye.
there, but again, I mean, Leeds dominated that game from start to finish, and probably will be disappointed that they weren't able to get anything out of the game. But I think that shows our resilience, and the two Argentines going at it. But Mitrovic with a fantastic performance, and I think we are beginning to find our feet. Of course, with a few more signings, I mean, we're into 7th position. I mean, we would have thought that at the beginning. Look, we've only scored 6 goals, but we've only conceded 4, so we'll probably stick with the formation for now. Of course, anything in the top 10 I'd be happy with. We've got a game after 2 days, so probably the squad does need a bit of a rest. But let's just see what's happened in terms of any transfers, but of course not quite. Got some national team call-ups. Joe Bryan's role has changed. Scouting results, let's just see what they have. I think we've already dealt with Ademola Lutman, so I don't think there's anybody else that's gone yet successful. I think all the moves are successful. We'll have a look at the scouts. So who are they recommending? So they're obviously areas that we've... Upamecano, how much is he going for? 25 million. I'm buying him. Right, 3 years, I'm taking that. There's my centre back at 25 million. Upamecano. Let me just have a quick look. RB Leipzig. I think Rashford did do really well against him, but of course he's 22 and he's an exceptional talent, so we'll take him. Upamecano at 82, and he's interested in signing for us, so again, that's great work from our scouting system. Well, that's the club itself, so we've got centre backs that they recommend. So 82, but the best thing is he's 22 years old, and of course he'll only get better. So of course he is, again, how much? We'll put him on the added players list. I thought I did try to sign him actually. And the other one was the striker Junior Moraes. Looks a good player, but he's 33 years old. Another one's 40 and the other one's 26, Petkovic, but I don't think we can sign anymore. What's happened with Upamecano? Did we actually try to bid for him? We'll just go back and have a quick look at that. Right, so Upamecano's 25 million. I mean, we've got Kimpembe at 27.7. Obviously, we're just waiting to see what happens there. Regani at 11. So we just have to see. I mean, if we can get both Upamecano and Kimpembe, then we've got some solid centre-backs. And they'll all be French as well, so maybe we could have the future 3 French centre-backs, but we'll have to see how that transpires. Of course, we've got Ryan Sessegnon, so maybe we don't need Zinchenko. And of course, Regani. So we'll see what happens, and we'll take it from there. And then that'll give us an idea of who we can sign and who we can't. So I'll end the episode now. Just quickly, we'll just carry on moving on, see what happens. So we'll just end the episode now. just want to thank everyone for the support. Great victory against Leeds. We now play the mighty Manchester City with probably a squad um, that we can't do. The club wants a transfer fee of 14 million. That's 2.8 more than we wanted. Zinchenko's accepted. Kimpembe's broken down. So we'll just have to really think about how we approach this now. So at least we've got an idea of who we can and cannot get. And we'll take it from there. So we'll end the episode now. Just want to thank everyone for their support. Really appreciate that. Please continue to like, comment, and subscribe, and keep spreading the word with regards to the channel. We need to try and get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So please support the channel. I hope you're very impressed with the signings that we're doing. Let me know in the comment section, and we'll take it from there. But again, we're doing really, really well. Last game in October. And if we can beat Manchester City, I mean, I think that would be a fantastic achievement, but it's not going to be easy. So, of course, they're favourites to win, but we'll just have to go there and see what we can do. But we'll take it from there. Take care, everyone. And remember, we're changing the game and taking over.